Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Pisces, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Pisces, I hope you're doing well. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The first one, the overall energy from the Wild Unknown Archetypes, and I'm going to be using a new deck on the channel. I've had it for a while, the Housewives Tarot. It's kind of fun, it's kind of wacky. I'm feeling kind of wacky, so wanted to use something that matched my mood. So, angel spirits, guides, what messages do you have? Whoa, for Pisces. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. You know, since the last time I used these cards, I tried to learn the Roman numerals. I Googled it. I read about it. I still don't get it. So, LXI, and the words are the mask. The mask. Very interesting. Are you wearing a mask? Are you taking that mask off? Are you revealing something? Are you seeing the masks in other people? You know what I just heard? Blinding me with the darkness, as opposed to being blinded by the light, blinded by the darkness. Also, there's no kind of discernible eye in that face, right? So it's just like what's going on behind the mask. It's so interesting too, this dichotomy between the dark and the light, or the dark and the color. Something kind of, they're like not, this black and white is kind of bleeding forth, but it's not going in the other direction. Spirit just wanted me to say, do you feel like darkness is winning? If you are experiencing any kind of depression or extreme sadness, please seek professional help, reach out to people, reach out to your soul tribe. I just heard somebody say, I have a good reason to wear a mask. I have a good reason to put on a mask. That's fair. But I almost want to say, as long as it's not at the expense of yourself. We all have to wear different hats, I guess put on different masks every day depending on the company that we keep, whether it's our family or our job or our friends. Oh, okay, but Spirit is showing me this very particular scenario though, where it's you and nobody else but you. It's you looking in the mirror. What narratives are you telling yourself? It's almost like, are you putting on a mask for your own benefit? You have to be careful. I'm seeing the fact that, you know, if there's no face behind that mask in the present moment, why can't I see the color in the background through that eye, through that slit? It's like what makes you unique and whimsical, colorful. There's this risk of it being forgotten. Thank you, Spirit. There's this risk of, you know, dimming your light, dimming your uniqueness, and Spirit wants to point that out to you. Have we strayed a little too far away from what makes us special in terms of our quirkiness? It's funny, Spirit's bringing up this meeting I was in the other day, and I asked the person being interviewed in that meeting what things about them that people couldn't see, you know, what unique qualities or aspects of them did they bring to work, and they didn't realize it would be such a necessary piece of their personality that they would incorporate into their work. And this person could not answer the question. They're very smart, I mean, highest level of capability, and she just said that there was nothing quirky about her, essentially. Which I don't necessarily think is true. Maybe she didn't want to reveal it in that particular moment, which is cool, which is fine. The example of that I'll give you right now. You know, I work in an industry that I don't know that I'm very well suited for, and yet I find myself there. And when I ask Spirit, and I ask Spirit quite often, why am I here? Why am I still here? Why am I, what am I meant to do? What am I meant to be? And then Spirit always shows me the reason why. And while I may not bring the highest business acumen or even business intelligence to the fore, you know, I'm not terrible, but I didn't go to school for business, and yet I work with a lot of numbers. What I bring to the table, what do I bring to the table? I bring my personality, I bring my heart, I bring my empathy, I bring my leadership. But my leadership doesn't just look like tasks. My leadership involves people. My leadership involves feelings. My leadership involves anticipating need. That's what I bring to the table. It's not something that was taught to me in business school, in any school. It's just a part of who I am. And that is what Spirit is really wanting you to ask yourself. The things that make you who you are they being blighted out for some reason? And if this doesn't resonate with you, then maybe it's not your reading. But this is, I can't let it go. So I'm going to pull some tarot cards for you. 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, and future. And then some advice from Spirit. One more. Interesting. Okay, so 8 cards out on the table. The first 2 cards are going to be your past energy. Just situate myself here, make some room. My desk is very small, so to make some room. The first card out, Page of Cups. Page of Cups. So 4 suits in the tarot: cups, swords, pentacles, and wands. Earth, air, fire, water. Not in that order. You get it. Each suit runs from Ace to 10, Page, Knight, Queen, King as the court cards. Pages are always talking about young, immature energy, the curious, the learning energy. When we're in the Cups suit, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, it's your suit, Pisces, we are talking about the feelings. We are talking about emotion, compassion, love, friendship. You can see here the Page of Cups is watering these little sunflowers that are also doubling as people in their life. We give our cup to others. We always have to fill our cup first. But when our cup is overflowing with love for ourselves, that's when we can give to others. This card is in the reverse. In the past energy, maybe you've been completely depleted. Maybe you're trying to, every day, just kind of trying to fight off this descending, murky feeling. When the Page of Cups is in reverse also, it can represent somebody who is not really speaking their authentic truth when it comes to their feelings. So I was talking to somebody the other day and they were really frustrated about a situation, and I said, well, did you say anything? No. Well, why? You know, because it's not going to do any good. Well, you don't know if it's not going to do any good unless you say something. And I mean, I've been there, right? I'm a water sign too. And there's a whole period of my life where I just never said anything that was on my mind. But everybody always knew what it was because I would show it physically. Very passive aggressive. It's a Cancer trait that's not so great. It's a very immature Cancer trait to be passive aggressive. And I don't know why, I just felt like I had to burn Palo Santo. That was almost unconscious. Like, I picked up the Palo Santo and I was like, I have to burn Palo Santo. That is strange. Because I feel something with your energy, Pisces. Like, I want you to release this shadowy aspect that is blighting out something really beautiful in you. And that shadowy aspect could just be doubt. Just could be a single doubt that you have in your mind that is overtaking you. But when we're not expressing ourselves fully, right, it gets caught in the throat chakra, then it makes us ill, physically ill. So there's something that is not being expressed. Three of Wands in the reverse to clarify that. Three of Wands talks about kind of waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment. Just constant waiting. Waiting on the sidelines, Spirit just said. You know why? Because this reminded me of actually like a football field. On the bench, on the sidelines. You know, when are you going to jump in? When are you going to jump into the action? This card is in reverse though, because it's kind of showing me that you're not waiting anymore. But it's not because you've jumped into the action. I just think that you literally turned around and walked away. Or you want to. You want to walk away. Like, I feel as though there's a Pisces I'm talking to that is in a very specific scenario where instead of speaking their truth, they're so disheartened by something that they'd rather just turn around and shut the door behind them. That's your prerogative. I mean, it might not be worth... Sometimes, you know, we have to, like, pick our battles, especially when it involves work. Right? You can go in and tell your boss a piece of your mind. You have that option. We just all have to deal with the consequences of it. And so I could see here that maybe the consequences of you speaking your authentic truth are not worth the price that you'll have to pay for it. But then what are your options if you don't speak your truth and you're just going to sit there with it, or you might be just closing the door to it. Can I get a clarifier for the past energy, please? Two cards came out, Hanged Man and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Interesting. Interesting. Why is that interesting? Because the Eight of Cups is all about walking away. Literally, this card is about walking away from what no longer serves you. But it's in reverse. Hanged Man, Major Arcana, Virgo, and Pisces energy. Pisces, you showed up in your own reading, and I'll tell you why. Fast forward to the Moon. That's your card. This is also your card. You got a lot of cards. Pisces has Hanged Man, High Priestess, and the Moon. It's a lot. Hanged Man talks about needing some perspective, like we're too close to a situation to see it clearly. And I asked for clarifiers for this energy. Not being able to speak authentic truth, not wanting to wait anymore. However, I said, oh, it just seems like you're going to walk away, like you're walking away from this. Spirit is correcting me and saying they want to walk away. You want to walk away, but you're holding. For some reason you're holding. You want to, but you're holding. Well, why? This was in the past. Why, Spirit? Why the holding? It's too many. Like 10 cards came out, and I just want one. You start to pull too many cards, and the message gets all confused. One card, please, Spirit. One card, please. Judgment. Oh, this one just slid right off. Knight of Wands. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Let's start with the Knight of Wands. The Knights of the Tarot are like messengers. They're like teenagers. They race in. Pisces has something to tell you. And just like this kid. The thing about the Knight of Wands, though, is that of all the knights, he's the one that is the least reliable. He's the one that's the most alluring. So if this was a relationship reading, I'd be like, oh, you know, this sexy person coming in your direction and make a lot of promises. They don't really follow through. They might mean to follow through, but they're not really following through. Very flash in the pan, very alluring, very exciting, unreliable. And then you have the Judgment here, Major Arcana number 20, talking about making a judgment call. Judgment came out in the Cancer reading. Weighing your options. Also feeling like what am I, just a piece of meat? So, I mean, this is very clear if it's a relationship or a work scenario. I feel like somebody is, you're like writing the pros and cons list. I want to leave this crappy job. I want to leave this crappy relationship. But I should probably think about that. Or I am thinking about that. Maybe because the job has great benefits. Or this person has great benefits. And it's up to you, though. That's what Spirit is saying. Judgment is all about Spirit asking you to align with your higher aspect or your soul, and two, your path, your blueprint, like your spiritual path. Whenever this card Judgment comes out, it's always just like, is what you're doing right now aligning with your soul's purpose? In order to know that, you have to know what your soul's purpose is, right? I think, though, even if you don't know what your soul's purpose is, you probably know what it is not. So, I'll give you an example. Beyond the shadow of a doubt, I am not meant for a life in politics. Beyond the shadow of a doubt, you will never, ever, 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 ever see me go after a job or be involved in anything that has to do with politics. Personal preference, that's not my path. I just picked something that was so, whatever. So knowing that I can eliminate at least one path for me. So it's like, okay, that's not the road that I want to be on. So I have 1,000 other roads here. Let's try out something and let's see if one of those kind of fits in. So that's what you could be doing right now, and wondering if this person will continue to be a part of it, or will be somebody or something that you walk away from. Whatever it is, though, not in the past, not really saying any of this out loud. Very internal process. In the present energy, 10 of Cups, it's very strange here. I don't know what is she doing with her arm. Look at what she's doing with her arm. Like, she's kind of touching her armpit, which is really bizarre. But it kind of reminds me of all of those videos where people are talking about lymphatic drainage. This is so random as to not be random. So maybe this resonates with one of you or some of you. Talking about lymphatic drainage, talking about toxicity. Thank you, Spirit. What do the lymph nodes do? They flush out toxins. And when we have a buildup of toxins in our body, it shows in our body. Our face might be too bloated, right? Got the double chin here. Just our body is we're feeling tired, lethargic. So that's just an aside. I don't know why, but I can't stop looking at that. It's just very bizarre to me. 10 of Cups, though, as a card, really beautiful. It's the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Talks about happiness and joy and bliss and celebration, love. It's everything. It's the 10. I mean, look at all these drinks here. All these cocktails. I hope would not be consumed by just one person, but if they're not consumed by one person, then it suggests that there's a community around you also celebrating. What are they celebrating, perhaps? Oh my God, this trash truck just drove by the window, getting rid of toxins. Maybe in this present energy, right, because this was all past, all these cards were the past, maybe you did get rid of that Knight of Wands, that if it was a person, place, or thing, maybe you did let go of that. I kind of can feel like you let go of that. And now you've made room. You've taken all toxicity out and replaced it with another kind of toxicity. Just kidding. You're making room now. And with the moon in reverse, this is your energy, Pisces. You showed up in your own reading. Cancer showed up in their own reading too. That was amazing. This is a beautiful card, by the way. You can see the sheep, counting sheep. The moon talks about illusion, confusion, and secrets. It's major arcana number 18. And when the card is in reverse, it tells me the new day is dawning. There is light being shed. It's slowly but surely. The secrets are coming to the surface. Things are being revealed. Things are becoming more clear. And it's something to celebrate. Perhaps it's just this revelation on your part of where things were becoming too overrun. It's like recognizing that and then doing something about it. Empowering yourself. Let's see. Can I have a clarifier? Thank you. Damn. Pisces, I'm a Pisces moon. I'm feeling this for you. Clarifying the 10 of Cups is the 10 of Pentacles. I'm sorry. So first of all, 10-10. So you might be seeing 10-10 a lot. If this is love, joy, bliss, and abundance of the Cups energy, this is abundance of the Pentacles energy. Pentacles, the material world, finances, community, opportunity, connections, networking, doors opening, Celebration. Look at it. Wow. For some of you, this might be a new home. Man, I know one Pisces. I will tell you right now, I don't know if she's watching this reading. She is so living this life right now. She might not see it in this sense, but if she steps back a little bit from it, literally, she's living this life, complete with all the drinks. Celebration. This is incredible. I'm like, it's making me smile because it's a new beginning for you, Pisces. Spectacular. I'm really happy for you. It's good, Pisces. It's good. I hope you resonate with this reading. The future potential of the world. Old chapters closing, new chapters beginning. You know, getting out our recipe box. Sorry, I don't have my reading glasses on. It says the rest, but it's kind of an index card box. Auto, money, garden, home, family. Getting all our ducks in a row, getting ourselves organized with our responsibilities because we have them. You know, just because you have this, I mean, actually more so because you have this level of abundance, you have a responsibility to take care of it, right? Putting all of that together, releasing the past, embracing something new. 6 of Wands to clarify that. Cleaning up. Look at these people outside the window. Just amazed. Amazed at you, Pisces. Amazed at what you've accomplished. You're just taking care of business. 6 of Wands is victory. Plain and simple, victory. It's almost like you're getting your house prepared to have the company come over to celebrate with you. This is spectacular. Can I have a clarifier? This is future energy. One card, please, Spirit. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Because I don't like fives, right? So I like the fact that it's in reverse. 5 of Pentacles talks about being forlorn, feeling abandoned, feeling left out in the cold. That's 5 of Pentacles. Everything is lost. The card is in reverse. You might have felt that way for a time back in this past energy where you couldn't express yourself. You were very insular, wanting to leave. Man, this is resonating for that Pisces, I know. But you're not feeling that way anymore. You know why? Because I think you've realized it doesn't do you any good. It's not to say that we can't acknowledge our feelings. Absolutely, we should. But to stay stuck in a feeling of pity for oneself, how is that serving you, right? You can acknowledge that things did not go your way, things did not turn out how you planned or anticipated. Absolutely acknowledge that. Acknowledge your disappointment, absolutely. But it's not about being stuck in that energy. You're pushing forward now. And because you're pushing forward, because you're believing in yourself, you're in your own power, that's when you start to see all of these things. It's like the seas parted and your path has become really clear. Advice from Spirit, King of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Wands. Right, this is pretty intense, 10 of Wands too, because these are all tools for cleaning, and they're all kind of a jumbled mess. The 10 of Wands is all about burden. So Spirit is showing it to me in the upright, which suggests to me we're moving through that now. We're moving through this aspect of our lives where we felt like everything was jumbled and a mess and confusing. We're releasing it so that we can go back to the Ace of Wands. Aces bring new from spirit. Aces are all about potentiality. With the wand suit, it's all about activation, inertia, initiation. With the King of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit is saying, hey, you know, there might be some moments where you're feeling less than your best. It's a temporary feeling, though. We're working through this now to get back to a new beginning. It's like Spirit, it's less advice and more of acknowledgement, I want to say. It's like your spirit guides are acknowledging you, recognizing the weight that you've had to carry, right? But in a way, they're also rewarding you for believing in yourself. So I'm gonna read, though, from the mask, or from the book about the mask. Okay, so this is the mask. Persona, performance, reveal. We often think of a mask as something that conceals our identity, yet contemplate the possibility that the mask permits our true identity to be revealed. It allows. The mask gives voice to that which was previously rejected. When the card appears, enact that side of you that is seeking expression. Remember, I said in the past there was no expression. There was no communication of feelings. When this card appears, enact that side of you that is seeking expression, yet was never given a role to play on the stage of your life. You are in the realm of theater, so anything is possible. Speak with the other's voice. Embody the other's limbs. You are taking part in the ritual of expanding the self. There may be mischief and deception around, and others may be trying on new masks too. No one is sure who is who. It's likely you've become so attached to a single mask that you need to fall face forward into this perception. Bending time. Trust it. Think of a mask or costume you wore that felt empowering, marvelous, or fun. Who was it that you were being? Is that who still within you? So that's your reading, Pisces. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Pisces.